Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here midday money on a Tuesday, July the 25th. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, put that notification bell on, ring the bell so you know each every day post the midday money show, or we'll go do some free pick videos soon enough with some college and NFL stuff. And of course, the previews are posted. And there'll be some more this week. There'll be quite a few coming out in the next few days. So if you're on winning free picks, be sure to check those out. Even on the Sean Hicks page, if you do that. And Picks Parlays people, come to winning free picks as well. It's the same stuff. I just do videos on winning free picks. I don't understand. I don't know. I guess you're going to understand why I don't put look at lines on Picks and Parlays. And you miss out on a ton of football winners. But any hoot. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Free picks are free picking on Twitter, or the X it's called now, X. So I guess there's no more tweets. We're zeeting. Get the zeets out. They're in here in the chat. Podcast listeners, I appreciate everybody listening wherever you are on this world, whatever country. Thank you for listening. Appreciate all the downloads. And that's about it. That's about it. All the shout-outs are done there. Let's go to a little recap. Right? Do we have anything yesterday? Nick yesterday said, I think the Brewers yesterday. Penn is out. He wanted me to take the Penn out for Milwaukee. Did they win? They won yesterday. Penn was out for Nick's pick on Milwaukee winner. I think that's the only call out yesterday on the show for the chat. All right, let's get to the recap here. 2-1 in the video. We'll take another winning day. 226, 279 in the video. Still down a chunk, 26.73. It's right there for you. I don't lie. We lose. There's a losing number. It's right there on the screen in blue and white. So some work to do, but you know what? There's 2 full months of baseball left. And again, I'm not just going to rush in and throw a bunch of things in here just to try to get even. I don't do that. Even on the regular sites for the premium stuff, I've been a game, 2 games a day. I don't really love a lot, and I'm in a slump this month. I said yesterday, what was I, 18 and 33 or something for the month? So that's my recap for yesterday. 2-1 in the video. We'll take it. 0-1 on the site. I did have a loser there with the Cleveland Guardians on the run line. Thank you, Cleveland. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, let's go on to a bright note. We're going to have a nice 3-pack of winners today, though. So, nice 3-pack up right here. Phillies team total over here versus Gibson. You know I don't like Kyle Gibson, and I've been killing the Orioles for not going after a better pitcher. This is who they got last year to kind of put them over the top. Now they're in first place, yes. Make a move for somebody big. I don't care if it's Bieber, Lynn, Giolito, whoever. Try to get another arm in here or two. What do we do in Baltimore? It's wide open here. And I do think Houston is a dangerous team, yes. You don't think they're going to go after pitching? Their bullpens, they got guys, half their bullpen has thrown 50 games for the Astros. You don't think they're going to look for bullpen help? I mean, they played 100 games and their relievers have pitched half of them. That's not going to last into October. That's going to take a toll on the arms here. So make a move here, Baltimore. Team total, Phillies over 4.5, laying a little juice of 129. I think they get to Kyle Gibson here, especially after a low-scoring affair yesterday. So give me team total over Philly, 129. The New York Metropolitans over the New York Yankees. Listen, Yanks have won 3 in a row, sure. And, you hear me say I don't want to jump into a streak kind of thing here. And Herman, guy's got a perfect game under his belt this season and recently, and his ERA is still ridiculous because he gives up 5 runs in every other game. I'll take Verlander and the Mets here, short 115 favorite. Twinkies, no bottom 9. No at-bat bottom 9 is the bet for plus 120. They're on a nice little win streak, 4 in a row. Do I trust Pablo Lopez? I think he's pretty good. I like Kirby. You know what, though? Instead of laying a 115, I'll try to take back a little plus money just because I need the plus money here. If I'm thinking it goes extra innings, why am I going to be laying? Whether 200 or 115, 120, it doesn't make a difference. Give me the plus money, 120 with the Twinkies and Lopez here. A couple of the games I did look at, and I thought about throwing them in the chat. Cubbies minus 115. That line has gone up. Hendricks here versus my guy, Kopi. Both of these guys should be trade bait. I mean, the Cubs want to trade Stroman. Why wouldn't trade everybody else here? But give me the Cubs. They've won 3 in a row. Sox have dropped 3 in a row. The line has went from 105 to a 115. I lean a little Cubbies there. St. Louis with Mats. That guy's buried me the last 2 weeks. He went from a 120 dog to a 105 dog. Arizona's now dropped 5 in a row. I know it's Merrill Kelly. Decent at home. I understand. Steven Matz. St. Louis is playing some pretty good ball right now. 7-3 last 10, and Arizona's 2-8 to the loss column. So, again, thought about it there, a little plus money. And the Oakland A's, San Fran Lane at 260 spot. I could get 220 with the A's, 210 with the A's, sure. But again, did add them to the chat just because, watch these things go 3-0, and I'll be kicking myself tomorrow by not betting any of them. But I can't do that. We're down a little bit, and I don't play with Monopoly money or stuff like that. If I put the games in the chat that are games I bet or close to betting, and that's just the way I am. Yeah, I could have added these 3. I've done it before. We've had 5 games in the chat. We've had 7 games in the chat. I'm just going to try to go for a nice 3-0 sweep, and I'll give you thoughts on all my games. They almost made the cut, but I've been struggling. I know people don't admit to struggling or having a losing day. You have to. I do. I have them. On a good note, though, I was doing a show with Jesse and Ross this morning, right, on the Gamblers Net, Gamblers World Net channel, or Winning Circle, I think, for YouTube. You check that out. 3 of us. And before the show, we're talking about some percentages of like views and likes on YouTube and stuff. And I was like, 2% like the average. And I always say like hit the like button. And it was weird. Like my view, like on the Winner Free Picks, I get like 150 something views sometimes, and Picks and Parlays like double that. But the like comments on the Winner Free Pick, we get a lot. We're at almost like a 20 something percent like ratio. Man. Now if I turn that into like 5,000 views, or man, I'd be awesome. But hey, that's why I say I appreciate everybody coming in, hitting a like. Even though I don't, would the dislike count on that? I should ask Ross. Anyway, so that's good news for me. It made me feel pretty good today. 4% is really good. I'm surging over that. So I appreciate everybody who takes the time to come in. I mean, listen, I know people probably watch the first 5-10 minutes of the show. The free picks are there. They move on with their day, even listening. Maybe they listen while they're out doing yard work or driving, whatever the case would be. But wherever, I always give thanks. It's Thanksgiving every day in the Midday Money Show. I appreciate everybody who comes in. Michael B. Good morning, Michael. Welcome. Oh, on Twitter, I tweeted out something I saw, came across my timeline. I had to retweet it about some, not like gambling etiquette per se, but it was just a nice little thread that this guy posted from his old man or his grandfather, gambling etiquette, and it is fabulous. And I should run it down because there's not that much here, so I'm going to do that. Like the whole rooting and celebrating. He started off with this. He says, "You're allowed to root and cheer when your winnings are enough to cover a dinner for 4 at Joe's Stone Crab, but you're not allowed to leave your feet." And, I'm king of the world. But you know what? Again, this guy. This is from a 1980 article. Gambling etiquette is special. Like that is just old. Like for me, it's an old school thought. Like, don't get all cranked up. And it says responsibility. You and only you are responsible for your bets. Gambling is a lonely game played in large groups. It says before and after betting on a team or race, a gambler may not exchange ideas or share emotion with scores of people. Yet his decision is his own. Like you could say, oh, whatever, right after the fact, but you bet it. And the asking advice, which is perfect now for like guys who do videos like me or Twitter guys, it's whatever the case may be. Like he mentions it, like going to the track and asking people like a thought about a game. And if you're a visitor to the track, he makes it whoever. you talk to a person who's a regular or serious bettor, whatever the case may be. They may offer opinion, and you can watch, but it says it is not good etiquette to accept the fruits of their his work and reply. How the heck could you make a? How the heck could you like this horse or team? Insert whatever. And at the end of the day, if it's a winning ticket, you're like, yeah, well, easy winner. We picked on that one, which I think is kind of funny because you always get the hate kind of stuff. Like, oh my goodness, what are we thinking? And the old talking crap. The old talking crap. That's always good. Uh, what up? Never berate the man. Oh, the guy, yeah. So someone loses something and you start heckling them, especially now, right? People get on line. Oh, it's fixed. You stink. DMing a guy. And of course, he mentions the jinx and the mush guy. A jinx while you are on a bet is a misdemeanor, while a jinx when you aren't on the game is a felony. The reverse jinx goes unmentioned, right? We talk about that all the time. I do, at least. And of course, the gambling gods. Here you go. Here you go with the gambling gods. Can't piss them off. Great. Listen, Twitter. I retweet that. Just check it out. It's good stuff. J Rock's in the house. Good morning, J Rock. Michael, big great name. 5-1. Big dogs play props. My man Wilmer continues to smash. Excellent day for you. Good, Mike. Get it. Yeah, Wilmer Flores. What do you think about the Giants being a monster fade today against the A's? I'm not fat. I think I'm not fat just made just so I can keep saying I'm not fat, and then he just laughs every time I say it because he looks at me and be like, Tiggs, you're like 280. What are you talking about? You're not fat. I'm pleasantly plump. Orioles money line. Why not? Right? 3 in a row. Phillies dropped a couple, or not a couple, but um, I get it. Taiwan Walker. You want to ride the hot O's? I'm not a big Gibby fan though. Maybe an over. Orioles money line. Reds cash. Oh, this was yesterday. See, I'd have to read. This is. I can't jump to. I'm jumping to conclusions. It's a jump to conclusions game. Anybody know that? Office Space. So Orioles money line. Reds first 5 cash for say. Take it. I'm not fat. Good job. I should read the whole comment before I start commenting. Steven says, "Good morning, my guy. How are you today, Steven?" Cash the under 9.5 Dodger game. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Are you kidding me? 3 runs in the top of the 10th. I had to be. You had to be sweating that one by. I hate those ghost runners. Nick, hit the like button yesterday. I had Brewers, Twins, money line over Royals lost, taking the in play Jays. That was good plus money. Today I'm on the Mets under and the Cubs win. I don't hate them, right? Mets and Yanks, bad offenses, sure. Cubbies, money line. I just mentioned I kind of liked them earlier. And again, Nick, I gave you credit for your Milwaukee when you told me to get the pen out. The Miz coming in. Tampa Bay run line. What's that? Plus 115 here with Glass now over Cabrera and the Marlins. What happened to this Marlins team? Terrible. I mean, this is baseball, Susan. 2-8 stretches. Phillies run line. You're going for the big payday. I don't hate it. Tampa Bay over to 7. I kind of like the under there. It's come down. This has like 3-0 in all of it. 3-1. Phillies over 9.5. Yes, I could do that with Gibson on the hill. Milwaukee under the 8 with Abbott and Burnsy. Yes, I don't hate that one bit. I thought about adding that to the channel. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Both teams 7-1 under run and a 6-2 under run. In effect, Michael B. I will run it back with Wilmer total bases again and keep betting it and it keeps cashing. McCormick was the guy I was on yesterday. After 6 Rebbies, I'm worried about backing him again. I don't know. I mean, we have a bullpen AAA call-up guy here for Texas. I mean, I don't really hate it. I think worth a shot. Chaz McCormick. Nick, take the pen. I got the pen out. Mets under. I mean, I like it with you. And the Cubs money line. I mean, I mentioned I was gonna use it today, so I think you should go 2-0. Picking crabs to make crab cakes. Yeah, I can't with the crab. There's just no. I mean, there's no meat in the crabs. And I love crabbing. I go get a little bunker, slice that puppy in 3 pieces, hook through the eyeball, one through the fat, one in the tail, couple drop lines, get a net, and I'm off to the races. I love it. I love drop line crabbing off the in the Bay off the little doctor. It's fabulous. Stephen Bowman. Pit run line against San Diego. Big Rich Hill on the mound against Blake Snell. What are the Padres doing here, folks? What are we hanging on to? They really think they're going on a run? Plus 115. Listen, it's plus money, definitely worth it. First five, go for it. Minus 135 in the first five. Eesh. I mean, I understand fading the Padres. It's just tough betting the Pirates, especially off a win. Steven, Dodgers messed up my Pittsburgh plus 1.5. Houston money line. That would have been a nice payday. Dodgers couldn't get it done. Giving it up in the 10th. Michael B. I think I'm taking the A's first five plus 1 run, even money. Giants have lost 7 straight. They may be the worst possible travel spot in the world. Well, I mean, they were in a bad spot. Yeah. I mean, this is much like we talked about the Dodgers in a bad spot yesterday here. Right? I mean, you're in a similar spot here. Detroit to San Fran, Texas to LA. But again, bad spot. Losing streak. Laying 260. Steven. Premium Steven. Picked up 8 units last night. Johnny Walker home run. There you go. Plus 440. Is that Johnny or Jordan Walker? Steven, where's my guy T Money? Where is T Money at? He commented after the video one day, so he might not watch live. See like San Fran under. Yes. Cash it. Right? San Fran, Detroit early. Mike F. Everyone's on the Mets, which scares me. They always had trouble in Yankee Stadium, but Verlanders don't want to get to it. They've had trouble because the Yanks were good teams and they weren't good teams. Like sometimes you have, again, and I've had this conversation with other people in the chat. Like we go over like past numbers and stuff. I got to take a little bit that with a grain of salt. I mean, this Yankee team is one of the worst hitting teams in the league at home. And Verlander, again, is not vintage Verlander. He's 40. I think he's better than Herman. No, I mean, I like the Mets. I'm a Yankee. I like the Mets here. Michael B. Have a lock? Oh, my good. Bet your house Chicago will win. Yes. Chicago to win today. Unload. Kopech and the Sox 8-2 last 10 versus the Cubbies. Are they really? Here's the thing for the Cubbies. Like, you got St. Louis after this series. I know they want to talk about trading guys. I don't even know. I don't even know what the Cubs are doing. We need to get to August fast for these trades to go through, and then you see how these teams are, and then you'll kind of see maybe some teams go on a little run because we're not getting traded. All of a sudden, team starts playing well, and you're thinking to yourself, "What the heck? Where was this in May? They wouldn't have traded guys away. All of a sudden, you go on win 8 of 11 or some nonsense. Like that's what I'm expecting the Cubs to do. They're going to trade Belly and Stroman, and then all of a sudden they're going to go like 11-3, and they'll be like battling and be like, oh, if they had another pitcher, if they're a hitter away. Yeah. Steve got Kirby over 5.5 Ks. Yes, the Twins strike out. So obviously, yes. Contreras over total bases. And a Robert total bases. Are these straight up or is this a 3-teamer? Or a 3-leg? They're not called three teamers, and they're 3 legs now, I guess, because they're player props. Nick says I taught to Burr over. I thought the over. This is probably I forgot to bet over Diamondbacks. That's what I'm guessing that one is. Yes, it was Wainwright. Should have been an over. Juan, Reds Nerfy Day with Abbott and Burns. Yes. Mariners Twins Nerfy. I could say yes to that one as well. Here's Team Money's in the house. Here, I'm sitting on a place with a hole in my tire. Oh my goodness. He's got a flat tire. Speaking of flat tires, Jaylen Brown is the highest paid guy in the NBA history. $305 million. I have no idea what that has to do with flat tires. I'm just throwing it out there. J-Rock, Yelich MVP with a game winner yesterday. That was for you. I said it. I mentioned Yelich yesterday here. Someone had him the day before. Nick, Mr. Lay, 33,000 odds and lose, came in with Yelich 3 hits the day before, and I'm like, oh, no Yelich. He came through yesterday. Team money. Like a little Mariners over. Typical 5-3 day with these two clowns playing each other, and Dodgers are the most winning regular season team. 3 runs in 11 innings. So we'll start with the Dodgers. Bad spot for the Dodgers. We said that yesterday. Bad travel spot. Toronto's coming from Seattle, and Dodgers are off a slugfest, put up a ton of runs, bullpen getting work in Texas. No shocker. They were dead yesterday. Now the Twins and Mariners, a couple 500 teams. Minis in first place though. I don't know. Again, I'll lean Twins, no bottom 9 to get it done here. Tony P. What do you play? Plays on WNBA Connecticut Sun. WNBA -3. Tony P. The pen is out because I like to see how people do with stuff that I do not bet on or do not follow that much. So Connecticut's, I called them Yukon Sun. That's where my mind is. All right. Good luck on this bet. I'm not fat stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what you did, bro. You called yourself I'm not fat, so I could just say it all the time and be like, look at this thing. You probably show it to your friends. Like, this guy says I'm not fat, and he doesn't realize. That's why I leave your name up there when I say your name. Because I don't want people think I'm just talking about me not being fat. I'm not a big roly-poly fat guy. I'm just a big dude. It's a difference. Like I'm a healthy fat guy. That makes sense. Low cholesterol and decent blood pressure. Bad at sports betting and sports cards. Best YouTube name is I'm not fat. I want to put in I'm not skinny. There you go. Go ahead. Come up with an alias. It's possible. You can do it. You can do it. Tony says Pittsburgh. I don't hit. Forget about the +1. You want to take a shot with him at the whole +230 here, Tony. I know Snell's pitched well, but it's still the Padres. I mean, they dropped a couple. Last time I checked, they're still under 500 on the year. 5 under 500 and a game over at home. I don't know. Should they be a 270 fave? Not in my eyes. T-Money. I know Steven. Virginia has the most. Oh, hold on. I got a yawn. All right. So this is back to his flat tire. Bad roads in Virginia. So if Virginia is the last state on earth, I'd say not to hit the Virginia roads. So bad roads in VA, huh? Sorry to hear that. I don't understand. Not that hard to throw in a little asphalt, fill a pothole. They said the Angels are going back into a tailspin. They don't know what they want to do. Oh, they're going to a tailspin because they're a bad team. Number one. I don't think they're trading Ohtani. And as much as I wanted them trading just for personal and be like, I knew I told you. Like the Tampa Bay, him to Tampa Bay was just something but it'd be awesome if it happened. But we put that whole wheel together and look at the whole pie in front of us and like, all right, we trade them and then no one comes in here. We lose a couple $1 million. We keep him. He hits 65, 70 homers. Fans will be in here for the rest of the year just to see him hit homers. At the end of the season, we offer him $400 million. If he loses, we offer $400 million. What? I mean, are you mad at us for offering $400 million? All right, good luck to you. I mean, they're not trading him. Now, could other guys go from that team? Absolutely. Absolutely. It'll be the Ohtani show. Steven. 2 goals for Columbia. Plus 185. I got too greedy and put it in the best way to go 1-1. The old parlay. Well, so they lose. You had Columbia and the 2 goals. 2 goals get there. Columbia loses 3-2. Is that what happened? T-Money. Marlins Rays is bad to lean on the Marlins. No. I mean, you're getting a 2-1 shot here, right? Well, I mean, Tampa Bay. What is the new line for Tampa Bay? It was 180 last night. Let me pull up. Hopefully it doesn't freeze. I'm going to find out what happens here. Because sometimes it goes to freeze mode, and I'm not tipped to bail me out here. So I'm seeing -$2 basically across the board. So you get a +175 with Cabrera. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Tampa's been crushing. They are what they won yesterday. So now they're what they were 4-14. Now they're what 5-14. A 5-14 July. Miami's 2 of their last 8. Tampa Bay 3 of their last 7. So you want to take a 175? I'm even write down Miami +175. Definitely worth a shot here. Kind of like the under as well. Steven, Virginia roads are terrible, especially Fairfax County. I live in Loudoun. Not too terrible. Once you hit DC. I haven't been to DC in a decade. T-Money. A little Mets -110 is over. Verlander 100 years old, but this is a classic Mets spot against the Yanks. Yeah, I think it's a good spot for the Yanks, for the Mets. I mean, I got him in the chat, T-Money. Miss, can't believe baseball had Orioles and Arizona intrigue about Otani. The Orioles kind of make sense. You need a pitcher. You got plenty of young guys. I just feel like they're bringing up their young guys. Why? Why am I going after a guy I can't sign? You know, like if I'm giving up a good prospect, give me Giolito. I'll go for a Giolito. If I have to give up a middle kind of guy for a Lance Lynn or even Bieber if Cleveland trades, and who knows what they're doing. I'm calling about Burns of Milwaukee. They don't want to sign him to a long-term contract. I mean, the Orioles should be calling about Snell. Hey, we'll take Blake Snell off your hands. We'll give you a decent guy for Snell because Snell's a guy you could probably re-sign. The Orioles can't give up 5 guys, burgers and fries, and a bag of balls for Otani. They can't do it. They can't give up a bunch of all their guys who someone's not going to sign with them. Arizona. Again, how? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll go back to Otani saying, I want the Tampa Bay stuff to go on. But Yanks and Mets, any other year, if they're in a playoff kind of spot, they're jumping in and say we're eating Rondon's contract to get him for no prospects. And the Angels would do that, and they'd say, hey, he's gone. It's sad, but you know what? We just cleared $38 million, and now we have $58 million a year to give to this guy if we want to go after him next year, right? You're clearing $38 million from Rondon for the next 3 years. That's what that guy's getting paid. I gotta do some baseball league or something where it comes into right this area, and then I gotta do my own trades. Nick, did you observe after the All-Star break most of the games are going under? I I don't know if they're mostly. I mean, there have been some unders. We've definitely seen some overs, Nick, with some of these scores. I mean, because I'll tell you what, when I've put unders out, I've lost since the All-Star break. Pirates line were winners from last year, all cashes. Pirates cashed. Oh, last year they cashed. Okay, against San Diego. Team money. May have to take the -2.5 of Cleveland with the lines only 152. I took Cleveland. Yes, I'm done. Stop. I don't even know why I bet Cleveland sometimes with that offense. Terrible. Roger Federer's in the house. Second meal of the year. Orioles money line. Get it? And I don't hate it today, except I'm not a Gibson fan. Travis Williams, what do you think about the White Sox nerfy today? The thing with the Cubs and the White Sox, they're so just unpredictable, man. Uh, I don't know what to think about a Cub. There's other nerfies. So I'm assuming the only nerfy you have here is the White Sox because it just says Colorado run line Yanks today. So if I want to look at a nerfy here, I would do a Seattle nerfy I'd look at, or Reds nerfy, believe it or not. Even a Pittsburgh San Diego nerfy. The White Sox, Cubbies, I mean, you could see a leadoff home run in this game with these two guys. Colorado run line. I don't hate versus the Nets. I mean, I wouldn't even hate just taking a plus 130 with them here. And I kind of like Trevor Williams when he pitches. Run line. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, having the Nationals having to score two runs to get a win or to outscore their opponent, totally understand. Now, do I want to lay what's this number here? 170? That's definitely a no. That is a no for me there. Can't lay a 170 there, Travis. Yankees run line. I get it. You're looking for maybe a little better payday. Thinking they hit Verlander. You can find some plus money there. I understand the concept. Reds run line. I don't know if I want to do a Reds run line. Both teams have had trouble scoring. Again, what are we getting here? I mean, you're probably getting a brutal kind of number. Again, a 160, 165. I even see a 175 out there. Too high for the Rockies and Cincy in my eyes. I mean, granted, 3-2, 4-3. You would have won the last two. 3-0 loser, 1-0, 1-0 winners. 8-5, you would have won with Cincy as a dog. 7-3, you would have lost. 2-0 would have been, well, they would have been a favorite there. 5-1 loser, 10-8 loser. I mean, of late, they're playing low-scoring games. Again, 160, though. I can't do those kind of numbers, Travis. I'm sorry. Steven, I saw someone in my Discord taking a raise my 3.5 in a parlay and actual run line or his run line for tonight. Well, that's a nice big loser. Is this the guy who just bets like 5 dimes all over the joint? I mean, BLT run line. Let's see how that does. T-Money. Sean, I hate to say it, but I'll say it. I think the Rays will be fine if things stay how they are. Braves pitching, Dodgers bullpen as well. I think the Braves just made a move for a couple bullpen back end pieces. Maybe a minor guy to pull up. I think they should definitely go after a starter. Elders already over his pitch count from last year. Doubled it up. Strider gives up some runs. And you have Kyle Wright and Max Fried, who have been injured, coming back. And you have Charlie Morton's got a little mileage on the wheels. Why wouldn't we try to get another pitcher in here? Why wouldn't we? Get a pitcher or two. I remember when the Yanks – I'm not sure if what year Denny Nagel was on the Yankees. I remember the Yanks got Denny Nagel. Where's his – and I'm pretty sure they had a bunch of pitchers on the team. 2000 New York Yankees. I mean, you had a pitching staff: Pettit, Clemens, El Duque, Cone, Nagel. You had Ramiro Mendoza start 9 games. Doc Gooden started 5 games. I mean, you can't have enough pitching. Go get another pitcher. Nick, Padres, Giants are worst hitting teams right now. Giants are worst team right now. Padres are the worst the whole season. Are the Padres the worst the whole season? I thought the Tigers were. I mean, I know the Yanks at home are one of the bottom tier teams. So on the year, the worst hitting team is the A's. A's are number 1. Yankees number 2. Seattle, Detroit, Milwaukee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. San Diego is 7. Now we split these up into how teams are playing. At home, A's are the worst, 213. Mets, Yankees, number three worst, 229. Seattle, Brew Crew. And we go recent trend. I mean, last 7 days, Frisco, 156. Phillies, 180. Baltimore, 195. I mean, ridiculous. Then we go the whole month. You want to go? Let's just go last 30 days. It's the 25th. We'll say a month of baseball. Giants, 200. Tampa, 218. 225 Mets, 226 A's. Just bad. Best team, Red Sox, 285. How about Cardinals? 280. Right? Those guys playing well. How about number three on the list are the Marlins at 278 hitting the ball? And how's that worked out for them? Red Sox, Cardinals, red hot. Rangers and Dodgers, Cubbies, seventh best hitting team this month. Sending up the white flag. Team money, Cubs a lock. Yes. Oh, Cubs a lock. I thought it said Chicago's a lock. I mean, I like Hendricks just because of the line move. I mean, 120 down to 105, or excuse me, 105 up to 115 are fave now. To Moose, my guy, looking at the Cubbies, and again, I mentioned the Cubbies early to start the show. I kind of like them, nearly made them a play. Angels, oh boy, over Detroit. I like the Angels today. I mean, I get it. I looked at them like, man, how are the Tigers 130 faves? Parlay Cleveland. Oh, excuse me. Looking at the Cubs and the Angels and the parlay Cleveland and San Fran. I mean, we're running to bet San Fran. We've lost 6 in a row. I guess they're due, man. I don't know. I don't want to bet that squad. And the Cleveland crushed me yesterday. Michael B. There are a lot of dogs I want back today, but after underdogs with 7-3 yesterday, I'm a little concerned about backing dogs today. Royals, Rockies, A's, Pirates. I don't know. I agree with you. And I said this earlier in the show. I got a couple games, right? We have the Phillies team total over 4.5, Mets minus 115, and Twins no bottom line plus 120. But the Cubbies, St. Louis, the A's. I mean, I like some dogs. Miami's worth a shot. I mean, tell me Baltimore's a little bit plus money. I could see, Boston at home today. I could look at a lot of dogs. I'm not hitting them in July. I can't just run out and bet 8 games. Steve said that's a 3-legger for plus $6 on those hits. Excellent. James S is in the house. Good afternoon. Pound, it says 3-player only today. Guardians again. Snell over K's. Kirby over K's. Kirby over 5.5 is 160. Oh yeah, can't do that 160. Where's at least you got a split or not split, but a push. Push is better than losing a 160 for sure. Snell's just been dealing. E. Verlander over K's versus Bombers. Yes. Yanks strike out ridiculous amounts. Let's check out the last 30-day strikeout kings. Where are the Yankees? Shockingly, they haven't struck out that much. Wow. Only 176 strikeouts. They are actually the 5th least struck out team this month. Go figure. You know who number 1 is? Of course, the Twins and the Mariners. Get that Twins Mariners nerfy. 480 strikeouts this month. But I do like the Verlander strikeout problem. Michael B. Royals are now 4-1 last 5 versus Cleveland. Pirates 4-0 over San Diego this year. Nats lost 8 straight as a favorite. Oh, it's 7-game losing streak? I thought it was a 6-game. Either way, I can't lay 250, 260 with it. You start losing 5, 6, 7 games. How are you? I can't lay that number. It's a principal play on the A's. Same with San Diego. I mean, it's worth a shot. Royals 4-1 last 5 for Cleveland. Unbelievable. Tied and prepared. Hey, everybody. Let's see. Miami money line. Yeah. Again, the 5-14 raise this month. Laying 170. Sure. Take that plus money. Yankees run line. Again, I got the Mets in the chat, but if you want to go for a big payday with the Yankees, I can't say no. It's not like the Mets have been good. Rockies money line. Yes. Seattle money line and the run line. I prefer the under there. Oakland under 8.5. Yes. Baltimore money line. I don't hate. See, if you like Baltimore money line, I think you got to like the over there. I think you're going to see some runs. Stephen Bowman, I found the correct parlay my guy posted in Discord. Look at this. Oh, my eyes. Rays minus 3.5. Brewers 1.5. Guardians 1.5. I mean, Rays minus Rays minus 3.5. Millie 1.5. Cleveland 1.5. Mets 1.5. 25 for 41 honey. I mean, the Rays one is the big one there. This kind of stuff, though, gives people like you hit these Hail Mary kind of things, 3.5s. And I said, this kind of stuff, 3.5 runs, buying crazy runs like this, I can't get behind this kind of nonsense. You want just run line stuff? I'm all for it. I take run lines. I am 98 and 102 plus 380 on my run lines this year. I had no problem laying a run and a half. Buying 2-3 runs for them? No. I don't care if you hit it and it makes up for 50 loss. I can't. I can't do that. I know the young crew kind of likes that kind of stuff. I can't do that. Can't take that serious. Nick, today, most tricky game to bet Angels Tigers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's tricky. It's not one you should run to bet to, I don't think. I mean, the Angels are the Angels, and the Tigers are just a bad team. Steve, you notice I jump on the Pirates for 1.5, 2.5. Someone in my Discord said Pirates 1.5 is the lock of the century. Pirates are beating them 8-1 in the 6th inning. Oh, so it was. So this person yesterday said Pirates are a lock when they were up 8-1. Wow, it's really going out on a limb. Michael, I wish they would have lost. That would have been fabulous. Michael Amato's in the house. Good afternoon. Steven, Columbia won and scored 2 goals. I had it with Dodgers to lose the parlay. All right, there you go. The Dodgers. Michael, trade deadline's closing in. No major moves yet. I wonder which domino is first to fall. Yeah. And let's be honest. All right. We're all adults here. We know what's going to happen. It'll be some bullpen guy going. It'll be some bullpen arms. I don't know why we don't have some combination of bullpen arms going. Like the Rockies will trade bullpen guys. The Cubbies, White Sox trade a bunch of bullpen guys. If I'm a bullpen guy, why can't I get Giolito on a bullpen guy? All right, give me Gomber and a bullpen guy. You know, like the Phillies. Why wouldn't you go after like C.J. Cron and a bullpen guy? Like a little first base action guy who plays first base better than Harper. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dom Smith. Here's our guy. Was it yesterday? Was I talking to? I think I was talking to Anthony Pounded on the phone, and I'm like, he mentioned Gomber to the Yanks for like, and who's the outfielder? Randall Granick. And I was like, Dom Smith and Corbin. But like, that's the kind of move. And I'm not saying they need Patrick Corbin, but like Dom Smith, you need a first baseman, Philly. I think we see small little trades like that. A lot of bullpen action. I mean, really, it'd be a bunch of bullpen guys. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll see Burns get dealt or Bieber or Otani. Giolito might be the biggest talent-wise to go. Got a hunch bats wake up. They wake up for the Marlins and the Rays. Well, I mean, Tampa has not been hitting. And Mr. Numbers swears they steal signs at home. I don't know. This is old school trop unders. I can't go betting over in that game. They're 7-1 to the under the last 8 minutes since the All-Star break. J-Rock, if he's available, Diamondbacks should get Otani. Phoenix's big market. Who are they trading for Otani? Like, you're trading a bunch of your guys, young stars. Like, he's signing with LA. He's going to the Dodgers, right? Isn't that like all but done? That like they're not even gonna trade for him. Like, we'll keep our young guys. We'll go after something else and just sign this guy for the money in the offseason. The Orioles aren't talks. Yeah, the Otani talks. Again, depends what you give up. Is it worth it if you're not giving up your top 5 guys? Yes, I think it is. Which again goes back to Tampa Bay because they could give up major league ready kind of guys that they don't have room for and they might be like Rule 5 draft guys or some kind of nonsense. Like, they're out of options. Like, they have talent where they could trade from depth and not hurt them because they have guys ahead of them. Where the Orioles are still bringing up their kind of young guys. Listen, Orioles go after Otani. I'm all for it. I am all for that. Good for them. going for the kill. Good for them. Michael A. Orioles, Yanks trending. I mean, with the exception of Tampa Bay, the entire AL East is trending up basically, right? Toronto's played better, right? I mean, they've won 7 of 10. The Red Sox have won 7 of 10. The Yankees have lost 6 of 10. Tampa's lost 7 of 10, and Baltimore's won 7 of 10. I mean, it's really Tampa the weak link. Steven, here's another lock. Tampa Bay Marlins over 7.5. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. The crazy Discord. So I'm glad I like my under 7.5 Miami. Might have to add that to the sites. That just reinforces it. Dave's in the house. Dodgers team total 4.5 runs today versus Bassett. I don't hate it. Parlay hits Freeman and Anderson. Go for it. Indians money line, Padres run line, under Yankees. I don't hate it. I mean, Cleveland should win. They lost yesterday. You don't have to worry about a run line. You're putting in a parlay with San Diego. But your San Diego, why are we going? This makes little sense to me. So you think San Diego hits Rich Hill, but Cleveland doesn't hit Zach Greinke. Both guys 40 years old. Well, I mean, the under Yankees, sure. Any thoughts on the Cubbies? I like the Cubbies tonight, Dave. Tyson. Tyson loses to Piston Honda. TKO in the 6th. Steven, do you know that Bronny James with cardiac arrest at ICU same day ESPN Soccer has passed out live on the air? Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I'm not going to get into... Like, we've seen these, I don't know. When you see, like, guys under 30 having heart attacks, I mean, I don't know. Like, well, I say something, people are going to come in and like, whatever, I'll say it. Now you have now he's a young kid, right? A lot of young guys smoke weed, right? Maybe it's laced with something. Maybe he has a reaction. Now, granted, he's at practice, but could it be something, right? Yes or no? And I'm not saying that Bronny James is out smoking weed, but how many kids under 20 smoke weed? I mean, that's kind of normal now, right? You got that. So it could be, is it laced, bad PCP, whatever. You have that. You have the old, you took the shot crew, the myocardosis, whatever that is. I saw that on Twitter too, under his cardiac arrest. You have that whim of it. What else could it be? I mean, how at that age you have a heart attack? Because I find it odd, because I know for a fact, like my son, he went in, they said, "Oh, you got a murmur." To bring him for a heart check on his heart. You're playing at this level. They don't know. Maybe he has a heart murmur. Who knows? Maybe he had a murmur and somebody elbowed him in the chest, and Hamlin got hit in the chest, passed out on the field. That shit happens. And listen to me cursing. So who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people might say whatever in the comment section. I bring up smoking weed or vaccine shots or whatever. Or the murmur. Like, what could it be? I'm not a doctor. He's 18. Those are my guesses. Murmur, bad weed, or it was a shot. Right? I mean, they say it doesn't cause it, but I mean, why is there such an increase in it? I don't know. Who the heck knows? And you're never going to know. They'll say whatever they say in a press release, and that's it. Hopefully the kid's okay. He's 18 years old. I mean, it's terrible. Where's the guy that says 500 on home run props? Yeah, the 500 home run props. Dave's in the house. Welcome. Michael, Judge coming back soon for wildcard push. Red Sox in the mix. Yanks and Sox on 2.5 back. Yeah, Yanks need help. Can you get a pitcher, Yanks? You need multiple pitchers and bats. You need guys who can hit here. I mean, Rizzo just hit a home run first time in 50 games. J-Rock, same game, hit parlays. Gruchik and Ruiz. Here we go. A little Colorado action. Ariando Marte, Tucker McCormick. There's my guy. And Lau. Yes, we know you. We love all the lows. Nate Lowe, J Lowe, B Lowe, the Lau family. My guy Whit Merrifield. I love it. Whit and Freeman. Torres and DJ plus $1. Come on out here, DJ. No, DJ's hit like 220. LeMahieu. J-Rock, Padres are the worst $250 payroll in baseball. It's either them or the Mets we get up there in that payroll. Not good. Steven, put $5 on Walker for Arizona 440 yesterday. There you go. $5 plus 370 on the Muncie. Lost Freeman. Still, I mean, if you hit one of these, it's a good day, Steve. And now we have another Steve. We had a Steve in, now it's Steve. That's a specific. Bleh. I'll just say Steven. Premium Steven, as opposed to just Steve. I wouldn't mind seeing Stroman in Atlanta. Yeah, he'll be fine. I mean, that's a guy. And the Braves got a lot of young guys they could trade. They could make an Otani move if they really want to. David, Mets Yanks under 4. First 5 under 4, yes. Steve, another Discord for. See, I kind of like the A's there, just because I don't want to lay 250. I'm sure the thought is there, like I can't lay 250 with the Giants. Steven Bowman says the Rockies money line again. I sort of like that one too with Tampa Bay, or excuse me, with the Nationals, because it's the Nationals that's a fave. I understand it, but don't gotta bet them just because I like them. Mets Yanks under 4.5 first 5, yes. Minus 120, I like it. Yanks and Mets can't hit. No, they cannot. That's why they're 500 teams. Dodgers team total of 4.5. I do like it against Bissett. I'm not fat. Cubs, great pick. I like the Cubbies today. E. Gilvari, Verlander, K's over. Yes. Pound it. Is waiting to see who wins the Chicago game, then taking the opposite tomorrow. 2-game series will be a split. Write it down. I know how this goes. Stephen Bowman, San Fran, 15 Ks per game, last 14. Toronto, 14 Ks. Chicago, Angels, 13 Ks. Houston, Seattle, 12 Ks. Yeesh. A lot of strikeouts. Michael, if I'm doing Snell over Ks, I need Choi in there for the Pirates. That guy's whiffing at a 31% rate. Is that lineup posted? All right. Randall Grutchick from Colorado. Tucker, my guy, and a Glieber hit plus 220. I don't hate this for a 220 payday. Yeah, subscribe for winning free picks for Flat Earth Theories and the picks. I love it. The Flat Earth Theories. We could do Flat Earth next. We'll do that later. The Flat Earth. It's flat. Hey, were you in here when I said I wore my little Flat Earth shirt to NASA? Nobody laughed. Like, kind of sense of humor, folks. A lot of Flat Earth stuff comes up on my timeline. I don't even know if I don't think I don't follow Kyrie Irving, so I don't know why Flat Earth shows up. Maybe I just have wacko people that I've had friend that I didn't know are Flat Earthers. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Hickson, we're back on them Orioles. There you go. Gibson on the hill. Ex-Philly. Back on his own arena. Steven, premium Steven. Padres run line were the lock of the century, so I took the Pirates. He said the Padres run line was the lock of the century yesterday. Oh, great. That's fabulous. What team makes a big splash? Oh, miss. Who the heck knows, man? There's so many guys that want to see traded or teams that should trade guys, but you have so many teams just in the mix. I think it's going to be a sad trade deadline. I think it's going to be a bunch of middle relievers and stuff like that. And as I mentioned, the Phillies should go after, like, they're not going to get Goldie because St. Louis is making a push. So there you go. Maybe St. Louis trades Flannery. I don't even know. Like, Dom Smith at first base, get Harper out of first base. Get him off first base. That'll come back to bite you in the butt in the playoffs if he's playing first base. CJ Crone, I mean, who the A's got to trade away? Tony Kemp? I mean, I don't even know who's on the A's. Detroit's, Eduardo Rodriguez is going to be on somebody. He'll be on the Astros soon enough. Or no, what team's going to see? That's like a Baltimore move. Let me get Eduardo Rodriguez instead of paying top dollar. We got Gibson at the trade. We signed Gibson for pennies in the offseason. Let's get Erod. Back it up, my guy. Good to see Back It Up. Follow the Back It Up podcast. This is his YouTube channel. Orioles won't take him. It costs too much to rent him. Exactly. The Orioles have guys to trade, but to trade all those guys you're not signing them, that's what limits the ability of teams going for him. Because the Angels could be like, well, I want all these top guys. I'm like, get the guy out of here. He's not going to sign here. We're not offering $50 million. So you could take a second-rate kind of guy. That's why if the Yanks and Mets were in this thing, it'd be a no-brainer. A no-brainer. He'd be in New York because they'd say, we'll take Rendon too and give you a mediocre guy, and they would take that because now you have his contract and $38 million or 38 Rendon's contract's $38 million. If they want to go after him in the offseason, you just got $40 million in your pocket to play with. Here you go. We got $40 million. How much do we need? Even if it's $45 million to offer him, because really you got 38 and you're only coming up with 7. So, but will the Yanks or Mets do that being this far out? Probably not. Limits where you want to go. I don't see teams in this day and age. They don't want to pay guys. Everybody wants to be smarter than the next using young talent. Who's giving up all their young talent for a guy you can't sign? Nobody. Which brings us to Tampa, because Tampa has guys who are major league ready, who don't have a spot to go on their roster, and they're Tampa Bay kind of guys. Who knows how they'll be, but they're rated high enough. You could flip those guys over there. Like that's what I'm saying. That's a spot for them to go. Michael, Sean, you start doing polls for the chat. I really want to see how many people like this, which games. I think one person here likes the Sox. We'll start doing polls tomorrow. Good point. I could do polls here on the Winner Free Pick channel. Yes. Michael, all these top lineup guys rating over 300 June 1st are only batting under 270. Rosarena, Paredes, Franco. Yeah. Well, they haven't hit the whole month. That's why they're 5-14. So the whole team slumps, you're in trouble. T-Bunny's in the house. A football discussion. Bears and Packers both could be shockingly decent. Good. Not good, but decent. Listen, the Bears are not going to be good. The Packers, I told you, Packers win the division. Green Bay has enough to be competitive. I trust their QB enough because he's been in that system for a couple of years, and now he's got his time to shine. And I think that no Rodgers there actually helps everybody else. Because if Love throws you the ball and you drop it, okay, it's all right. We'll get him next time. It's not, I'm never going to throw you the ball again because I'm Aaron Rodgers and I don't trust you. Love's going to have to throw to everybody because he's learning on the fly, playing in the game. I think it helps the team, believe it or not. O's on the run line today. Raving around looking for a payday on the O's. Again, that was like a 160 spot, though, I believe. I don't know if I want to lay that. O's run line, minus 180. Oh, Ron. No, Raven Ron. Don't do it. T-Money. Bronny possibly had a large heart. There you go. Really? In large hearts, young kids like that? I don't know if that's normal. That's definitely not normal. And large heart is not normal. That's a problem. Like I says, a lot of teams trending in the wrong direction. Phillies, Giants, D-backs, Rays. Wonder if these teams make any major moves or boosts, especially the Phillies. Phillies need to get Dom Smith. They need a first baseman. And Goldie would be nice. I'd say, listen, we'll take Goldie and give us Flannery. Give us Goldie and Monty. Give us Goldie and Mikolos. You want our top pitching prospect, our second best guy? Let's go. And I do that for your Phillies. You get Goldie for 2 years. Hoskins is a free agent. Alec Braun back to third. Harper, DH kind of role. You're fine. All right? And you get another pitcher. Okay, you give up a good pitcher, but you're getting a guy for 2 years, and you still have a decent window for this year and next year. Lane, what's you got here, my guy? I got over White Sox Cubbies today. Also took Yankee Nerfy as well. Yankee Nerfy, sure. Yanks can't hit. The Cubby over here with Hendricks and Kopech. I don't know. No opinion on that game. We'd once said any cardiac problem. No, listen, I didn't say it was that, but if it's something like T-Money, that could be laced. You know that, right? Like maybe it's a bad batch. That's what I said in the chat. But I mean, it doesn't have to be at practice. It could be before, or it could be after. It could be from the night before. It could be whenever. If it's bad stuff, I mean, no, it can't be. Maybe it's not laced. Maybe it's. I mean, I don't know. Anything chemically inducive, even if it's a fake kind, that's any kind of thing, good or bad, and different for you. You think anything? It's bad batches of stuff. They have recalls. I got a recall for a windshield wiper. I'm sure there could be a recall on any kind of drug or medication. Trey Turner over 1.5 hits, runs, and ribbies today versus Gibson. Absolutely. How about a Trey Turner homer today against Gibby? Gibby. Too much. Sean, I don't remember the pitcher who pitched a perfect game, but it was high on LSD. I guess when Rodgers throws for 600 on the stuff, we should praise him. Dude, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are not winning a lot of games this year. They're 500 team. Yeah, Doc Ellis. Doc Ellis. David, nice 14 parlay here we got. Washington Cubbies, Mariners, Angels. So you like the Natties over the Rocks. Cubbies, Kopi. I listen, the line moved there. I'm with you. I said at the beginning of the show I like the Cubbies here. Seattle with Kirby. I like George Kirby. And the Angels as a little doggy. See, that line just scares me. Like, why are the Tigers favored? And Rodriguez hasn't, he's back. He hasn't pitched that great. So I kind of like the plus monies here. The Washington one's a little tricky. I don't like Washington as a favorite. Something I don't love. I mean, they're the Nationals. They're bad. 18-33 at home. Team money. Harbaugh's getting suspended 4 games. Oh boy, is he really? What did he do? Gleber got hurt. Yes, J-Rock, flat Earth for sure. I got to do other shows to go into crazy stuff and have fun talk. Miss Gibson gets ring tonight for Phillies last year. Oh, so he's definitely going to get shelled tonight. Anytime they honor somebody with this kind of nonsense, that guy's going to go out there and get destroyed. T-Money, maybe the Astros should try to get another bat. Absolutely. They'll get another bat. That's a team. They're going to do something. Their pitching isn't great right now. It's not. Their bullpen is really taxed right now. They need some depth. They got to get some guys up here. Goldie to the Stros, and they got Abreu. Oof. I'm not fat. David, what makes it nice? Oh, he wants to know what makes your parlay nice, David. Michael A. I take Corona first for the Philly. Yep, shows that Harfield, Marsh, Castellanos, Stafffield, Sherber, Deation. Yep. Yeah. No, you need a first baseman. Crone, Dom Smith. I don't care who you get. You need a first baseman, and that's who it's going to be. It's not going to be some big name guy. Goldie would be nice, but let's be honest. No. Moneyline Markel put $5 on the beautiful A's full game. Then buy a stide after hard issues from Coke. Yeah. T-Money. Harbaugh's recruiting violation. I guess the NCAA is all in their feelings. Oh, there we go. There goes my what was that? Michigan to win the Big Ten. Although they do start with 3 cupcakes, so this should not affect them. Oh, the Sugarland throwback jersey. I can't reach it. It's in my file cabinet. I'll bust it out tomorrow. Michael B. Did you see Barkley sign with the Giants, but Vegas did not change the Giants' win total? Yeah, why would it change? He was going to play with the Giants either way, whether he missed a game or two. What was he sitting out? These guys don't. They want their money. They want their money. Miz finished the crabs. All right, we can wrap it up then. That's a full hour of you doing crabs, a full hour of me doing the show. Dude. What's up, dude? He likes the Braves today against Boston. Charlie Morton on the hill, a decent-sized Rotors fave. I want to actually say, how about a little Boston at a 140 clip here? But did I bet it? No. Do I love Boston or Atlanta? No. Diamondbacks. We're taking a team that's dropped 5 in a row against Steven Matz. I understand the thinking here. Merrill Kelly's better than Matz, but the line has dropped 15 cents. I kind of like St. Louis. I mentioned that beginning of the show. I cannot bet Tampa Bay Rays at this price. I'd rather go under the 7.5. And sure, Dodgers. If you want to do LA, their run line was, let's see what the run line is. Money line was 145 last night. It is a 135 today. It's come down a little bit. Run line plus 140. I don't hate it. Maybe a little team total here after last night's game. So that would be my thinking on the Dodgers. Harbaugh back in news. Yep, suspended. Don't tell these bug-name college programs violate recruiting rules. Basketball and football? I mean, well, they do all the big names. I'm sure they do. I can't believe the Lions and Falcons use up top 12 picks running backs with two bad franchises will continue to be bad. I don't hate. Listen, the Falcon one I don't hate. You get a good running back in it. You got basically a rookie quarterback, second-year quarterback. You got a young tight end. That's a young team. I don't hate that one bit. I really don't. I like the Falcons. I like that pick for them. T-Money says throwing some nickels on the cards over because, I mean, why not? Both teams can't pitch and both can drop 10 runs by themselves. Yeah. I mean, Arizona's in a 2-8 slide. Both teams have gone over. I mean, since the All-Star break, we're talking 10 and 4 to the over combined. So, Michael B., what do you think about the first week Lions-KC game maybe an over? I actually think everybody's going to be on. I like the under. I think everybody's going to blindly go over these two teams, think it's going to be 34-30, and the Lions are going to cover. I got no opinion on the side there, believe it or not. I mean, I kind of lean a little KC. I think everybody's going to be on the Lions. That's the trendy kind of pick. I'd rather lay 7.5 than 6.5 because I see 6.5. I think people take the Lions or will take KC. The average like, they got to win by a touchdown. It's a tricky spot because I think everybody loves the Lions this year, right? They're the hot little talk of the town. Them and the Jets, but KC's still KC. So I'm going to be opposite. I'll definitely be on the under. It says I called today terrible Tuesday. Watch my picks. It happens. Terrible Tuesdays. I'm out of here. Phillies team total over 4.5. Mets minus 115. Team total is minus 129, by the way. Twins no bottom 9 plus 120 on my picks. I did say at the beginning I sort of like the Cubbies, St. Louis, and the A's as doggies today, but no official plays I know. Just these three. Steve says, I know he said New York Nerfy, Twins Nerfy was the last one to San Diego Nerfy. Yes, it was San Diego Nerfy against Pittsburgh. Steven, Premium Steven, good show. Yes, thank you. Appreciate everybody watching. And I will be back tomorrow. College footballs, again, winning free picks, people. College football on the way. I got a bunch to load up. I've been behind. I had some doctor stuff going on this week, and so I'm a little behind. And I hate put them all out all at once, but that's what happens because I got some other issues going on I got to take care of first. So, yeah, I was ready to do one yesterday, Steve, and I got some stuff with the family got to take care of. So we'll see. I want to get stuff done. I do. I mean, I got stuff. I just got to load them up. I'm out of here. You're welcome. Good day, everybody. Thanks for watching.